what y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Hope y'all doing a wonderful day. Okay, I think that's a little bit better with the lights. What's up? Well, y'all come on in the room, say hello, say hey, everybody. So I am super excited. I just got to watching the GOP debates, and it was a snooze fest. Like it wasn't entertaining at all. Um, Governor Haley had some good moments. I mean, Vic Vivek, I hope I said his name right. He had moments. Senator Tim Scott had some moments too. Mike Pence had some good moments, but it wasn't enough to like push the threshold. I kind of like miss Donald Trump being there. I post some shorts about Donald Trump not being there. Post some Trumps about Governor Christie calling him Donald Duck instead of Donald Trump. But overall, my mind, if I was a Republican, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump if I were a Republican. So it didn't really change my mind. Like, I really want to give this guy another chance. I was just looking at this debate, how I call it, auditioning to be the vice president. I think number one, I think Senator Tim Scott is auditioning to be the VP. I think he would be a great VP choice. I mean, he's single. He's a black man. That would be great for the ticket. It would make it seem like the Republican Party has some. They're very inclusive, but overall, the Fox News moderators they suck. One of the moderators messed up a Latino, her name. It was weird. Like, if you could pronounce her name, put it in your ear and just repeat it over and over and over. So it was like a little freeze moment in that moment on Fox News. But other than that, it did not change my mind at all. I was kind of upset Larry Elder wasn't on the debate stage. I donated $10 to his platform. That was a hard working $10 I worked for. And he wasn't on that debate stage at all. Like, I'm just not understanding why wasn't Larry Elder on the debate stage? It would have been a little bit different, but nothing really changed my mind and say, hey, I really want to vote for Kamala Harris or Joe Biden. Like, I'm not going to vote because there's some powerful Republican on stage. No, as of right now, my mind is still saying that I'm going to vote for Joe Biden. My reasons I'm going to vote for Joe Biden for right now, if the election was held today, I'm going to vote for Joe Biden. Number one, some of my student loan debt was canceled. Number two, I feel like he's really helping first time home buyers. Also, he helped send money from FEMA for those that were affected by the flood. It helped some of my coworkers. It helped some of my people because of that, because some of them were affected. But nevertheless, I don't think that I would give President Donald Trump a chance at this moment. But again, that could all change. That could all change. And I'm judging it on the economic. I'm judging it on, the unemployment. As of right now, I would probably give, as of right now, President Biden my vote. Now that could all shift and change because he have a huge problem with African Americans. It's really, really low African American men support. A lot of men are not have that enthusiasm for the Democratic Party. A lot of black men feel that the Democrat Party have failed them. So I personally feel like I don't know if Joe Biden could win. But I'm just giving my personal experience that I may vote for him because of these reasons. But would I be surprised if he loses? No. I feel like that Joe Biden ran on that he want to get the country back on track. Okay, the country is kind of back on track, and I give it to another person. But he decided to run for another year of 4 years. He will be in his 80s, running in his 80s, running for president, and we don't know how that ends up. But even Donald Trump is not a spring chicken himself, so we don't know how this is going to turn out. But as you know, we live in America. There's only two major parties that's on all ballot. Republican and Democrat. Other than that, it's either one, either Democrat or Republican. I don't see a third party candidate winning, but what I do, I see a third party. I see a third party candidate destroying the chances of Joe Biden. I feel as though if a third party candidate continue to get as much press that they're getting, typically a third party candidate definitely goes away. It steals away from the Democrat side. But we will see. They said unmarried, no children is a rough sale for conservative parties. Yes, it's a rough sale for that. That's why I said Senator Tim Scott would be a good VP or a black man a good VP. They said Trump should have been at the debate. He does not just get a golden ticket. It's showing to the world golden ticket. As of right now, when we looking at the polls right now, you look at the GOP president uh, presidential polls right now. If we're just looking and just judging right now, of course, that can all shift after the debate. But we're looking at Donald Trump 54%, DeSantis 13%, Nikki Haley 6.3%, uh, Ramaswamy 6.3%, Mike Pence 4.6%. You have Governor Christie 2.9%. You have Tim Scott 2.7%, and the rest of them really doesn't matter. As of right now, Donald Trump is 54%. DeSantis is 13%. Oh wow, Governor Haley is 6%. So you see in this debate that even Mike Pence is losing, even Tim Scott is losing, and DeSantis is the only one. But Donald Trump got 54% as of right now, 54%, and he have been leading the poll all ever since. You know, he's been leading. I don't see anybody uh, destroying him at all when it comes to this. When it comes to the polls, so we will see how this is going to turn out in the future. Now, that's the political talk. Let's get into Tasha K ticket sales. So apparently, Tasha K ticket sales. I don't know if I'm going to show y'all really quickly. Her ticket sales have she have not sold out. Her ticket sales um, she have not sell out a ticket sale. When it came to that, oh my gosh, let me see if I can kind of find it. She still have tickets for sale at this very moment. Now she have went live and told the world, "Hey, you know, I'm selling out of my tickets, selling out of my show. You know what I'm saying? Tickets are almost sold out, but that is not true at all. We are seeing right now that is not true at all. As you all can see here, for y'all can see right now, she still have this amount of tickets for sale right now. Let's go to it right now so y'all can see it. I'm going to share this. Okay, as you all can see, tier one, 85 tickets still for sale. That is for $200. Okay, then right here, tier two, that is for 19 seats remaining. So she still have a lot of seats remaining, and that's for $125. So her show have not sold out, and she posted out here on the internet and said, "Oh my gosh, the show have sold out. The show is definitely great. Make sure y'all come on the room, thumbs up. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Help out thumbs up the video. So it's like $200, and so when you're having this show for like $200, you showing the world that it have not sold out, and you did all of this roo run, all of this talking, and all of this stuff. You still got 85 tickets for sale, and that's for $200. So you did all of this talking and let everybody know, hey, you know, did you go on to the show? And this show is happening. I'm like, listen, you still have not sold out of the show. Now, all of this, I want to delete myself. All of this that I want to do this. It's just crazy. But Lovely T said it. A lot of people have hate viewers. Okay. A lot of people have hate viewers. Now, mind you, she went viral multiple times, and this person multiple times say, "Hey, I went viral. I'm going viral. This is what I'm going viral." But she is literally at a point where she have not sold out at all. She did all of this amazing talking all over the internet and saying that I'm selling out, I'm about to be great, I'm about to be awesome. But clear as day in the data, it is showing the world that she have not sold out. Now, I personally believe it shouldn't be $200, but if you owe $4 million in debt, that's what it should be. People were saying, but why is she selling it so high? Because people understand she is in a $4 million debt, so she have to do everything possible to pay that $4 million back. It's going to come with paying it back by charging her audience because she have too much pride to ask for a GoFundMe. So now she's going to sit here and ask for people just to go ahead on and pay all the money. That's a lot of money that she have to pay. A lot of freaking money that she is paying for with Tasha K is paying Cardi B and her legal team $200, and it still haven't sold out. So we're waiting on her to sell out this show. She did all of this. She done promotion. She done skits. She promoted on Instagram. She promoted on YouTube. She have increased in viewership. But now, as it come a time for people to pay that hard-earned liquid cash that you don't have to share with Google, you have not sold out, and this is definitely a challenge for Tasha K because Tasha K is the type of person that said, "Hey, I'm selling out." They said, but her show ain't going to be worth that. Anybody going to see her got to be a diehard. She should reduce it so she can get an average woman or Joe. So she had posted that in the chat, and she said, "Hey, this is the amount of money that's on the show." And I'm like, I don't know if she'll be able to sell out the way that she think. A lot of folks is in the chat and they were saying, "Hey, I want to be in Tasha K. I'm such a Tasha K fan. Okay, why haven't it sold out?" She said, without a doubt, she said, "Hey, I want to put this on the internet, and I want to put it on the internet by going, having this show so people can come and see me." But clear as day, it have not sold out, and people were shocked. They said, "Wow, I didn't know. I thought you were lying." I said, "No, you can clearly see the data that she have not sold out. She could have easily had this particular show for about $40 a ticket, but having it for $200 for a ticket is something that it is insulting to the fans because a lot of people are not going to pay that much money for a show that typically they can see for free on YouTube. So a lot of folks is on the internet saying that why they not going to the show, why they don't like the show, why they don't into the show, why they not into Tasha. It's because first and foremost, Tasha is known for just lying on celebrities. You really have to work hard to get that base to sell out a show like that. So clear as day, she have not sold out of the show. The tickets have not sold out. It is definitely at a point where it is still for sale. It have not sold out. We have posted it on the internet, you guys, and on the internet is clear as day that her show have not sold out. Now, a lot of people have to understand when you try to go to the show, you are literally maybe in a bunch of empty seats. Okay. And so that could possibly be the goal that you're possibly going to be in a show with a bunch of empty seats. And this is sad because this is Unwind with Tasha K, the boss, the great one, the awesome queen. She is about that life. She is great. She is awesome. But her show have not sold out. And this is the reality of Tasha that what Lovely T said, you have those hardcore viewers and you have a lot dedicated that love you, and you also have hate watchers. And she have a bunch of hate watchers. She don't have real sincere support in this particular case because on October 20th, you don't see those tickets selling out. And October 20th is coming up. This is totally different than me having our meet and greet because we can postpone that, whatever, because that's something I'm just meeting up the people in Vegas. But you're having a show where people paying 200 some odd dollars and you have not sold out and you're spending all of that money just to promote and market your episodes and wear makeup and put on wigs and pretend to be R. Kelly, urinating on yourself and have to comb your dirty nappy head. You have to do all of that type of stuff. It just does not make any sense that this stuff is going on. So obviously you see that Tasha K is dealing with a crisis. Number one, she's dealing with a crisis, with a mental health crisis, but she's also dealing with a crisis that she felt as a mother, and she's dealing with a crisis that people are not following for her massive marketing strategy of getting people to come in their cars on planes and also getting hotel rooms. Because again, a lot of times people have to understand that Florida is very expensive. Florida is one of the most expensive places ever to have an event because everything is so expensive in Florida because it's where people go to, go out and have fun. They said Tasha has been having issues ever since with R. Kelly ish, with the truths and lives, with that. So it's a lot that she have to go through. But I'm shocked that she have not sold out. I am kind of not shocked because this is something that we as American citizens have to look at and say, hey, this is something that Tasha K have to get in tune with herself and say, listen, the trolling, the harassing celebrities, the trying to compete with Lovely T have not helped at all. My people is not enjoying supporting me at all. When I look at the data, And I looked at the tickets, and we're going to show it again for the people in the back. She have not sold out. And this is something where the winos and the moderators and people that have been harassing me and saying, well, she refunded you back your money. She can't afford to refund me back my money when she doesn't even have the regular winos tuning into her show. None of the winos tune into her show. None of the winos have, sold out where it's like, oh my gosh, we got to add more tickets to the show or add a new night. If this was Lovely T, I can guarantee you that she would have sold out of this show. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you. Okay, so that's what I'm understanding. So when you see this over and over and over going through and having this conversation, she have not sold out. And so now we're dealing with a type of presence that Tasha K is not the queen that she claims she is not developing in sales. And it's just the data doesn't show it. And she's banking on people coming to the show. She done everything. She cussed, she dragged. And that Joe Button podcast would have literally marketed to more people saying, hey, I have this show. Because even when she went on Adam 22, the sales have not went down. Like nobody rushed to go to her show. Even when she said, hey, I'm on Adam 22 and all of this, it haven't happened. Where is it? Where's all the people that was calling me and harassing me and dogging me out and calling my cell phone and cussing me out and saying I'm jealous? Where are you? It's easy to support, just like with people in Vegas. Everybody said they coming, but then when it was time, when you sent emails that said, "Are you coming?" No, I ain't coming. So it's difficult. You have to work hard to build that audience up. So when we have our New York show, I gotta be reasonable. It got to be under $50, okay, to come in there and come see Wiley. Because why would you charge $200? Because if people didn't come see Tasha K for $200, I don't know if they will come and see me for $200. Not because I don't believe in myself. It's because I'm being reasonable. I'm trying to make sure that the price is about the maximum $50 to come in to see us, right? Just to have this experience, but trying to have a show where it's $800 or $200 and then plus hotel stay and plus flight. It's a lot. It's really, really a lot that she have to go through as a person that she is putting those outrageous prices out there. I thought she said 80 tickets left. No, she has 80 tickets left on the first tier. As you all can see here, she have, and she don't have, she have 85 tickets on the first tier. And on the second tier, she have 19 tickets. So two tiers. The second tier is 125, and the first tier is $200. So she have not sold out at all. So as all of that stuff said, hey, I'm gonna sell out. This is what I'm gonna do. She have not done it. Okay, think she put a bad taste in people's mouth with that cursing rant about her Joe Button. It have not happened even before the Joe Button mentally breakdown. She still have not sold out. So she did all of this talking and she still have not sold out at all. And guess what? It's not to the point that people don't want to come to the show, but this is the thing here. People, let's be clear, people want to sit here that in this particular event. So when she did the tier 3 and tier 4 here, so this is what she technically mean that she sold out. She sold out, well, not in the tier 4 because she still got 6 tickets left for $50. For tier 3, seating is first come, first serve. Tables 58 to 89. Back of the event space, that sold out. So the cheap tickets sold out. The cheap tickets sold, well, not all of it, because she still got a couple of cheap tickets left right here. So clearly as day, people will come if it was affordable. They're not going to come for $200 type of ticket. That's just like going to see a established comedy Def Jam artists. Like, come on, I didn't really spend that much $200 some dollars to go see Monique. And she is an Academy Award winner, and she had the Monique show, and she had the show on BET, and she had the Parkers, so etc. I'm not going to spend that much money. I'm saying that for I'm thinking for some fans, I paid for a ticket, but it was refunded. But I'm talking about her hard, concrete audiences. They're not supporting as the way that you think it. Most of her support is online. They're not translating into ticket sales. And this is a very large venue, as you all can tell. This is a very large venue here. in this particular way. And then this venue is not really, this is just a picture because this is like closer to the stage. See, this tier it having right there, people have not purchased it, right? They have not purchased it. And then that tier, they have not, that's at the front of the stage, is expensive tickets. It have not sold out. It have not sold out yet. Okay. All right. It have not sold out yet because again, this is the more 35, 55 age demographic. It's difficult for it. And so, you got to be reasonable. That's why I'm just looking at Tasha K data. I said, okay, for a fact, I'm going to make my tickets about 50 to 55 bucks to come in, come see me and everything like that. But having this type of ticket pricing for $300 is crazy. It's crazy prices. Now, if this was Lovely T, this would have sold out. Now, how many people believe if Lovely T were to put this event out together, put this event out, it would have sold out? I want to ask you all this question. If Lovely T were to have this same event, same venue on October 20th, do you think that Lovely T event would have sold out? If Lovely T would have had an event on October 20th, when it would have sold out. Okay. 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 Um, Let me know who do you think if Lovely T or Tasha K. I believe that Lovely T would have sold it out. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do it on my community wall. That's in Miami. Will it sell out faster than Tasha K? Okay. Event. Let's see. Let me see what y'all was saying like that because she's definitely likable. You're so right about that. She's definitely likable. I'm about to see what y'all gonna say right here. Where it will it sell out fast as such a Okay, I want to make sure. Give me a second. Uh, okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, I'm posting it in here. I'm gonna post it on the community wall. Okay, y'all go to the community wall and vote, vote, vote. I need y'all to like this video. They said she's likable and hands down. So clear as day, she have not sold out. Now, let's get to the Cardi B sector. Okay, Cardi B have chosen hot sauce over Armon Wiggins. Okay, so apparently Cardi B is going to be on this hot sauce show and she have showed the world that she is choosing a bottle of hot sauce over the Armon Wiggins show. Now, Armon have been dealing with a crisis. He's saying he don't want to talk about Blueface or Krishan for forever. He's not in a good mental space, I guess, since he got run up on. He's kind of frightened to get into violence. I understand that. But he decided not to address Cardi B, ignoring his show yet again. Now, it's quite interesting that he was on the phone talking about all of this stuff and that she's going to do the Hot Wings with Hot Sauce show and knowing his show. This is something that is another slap in the face to Armon Wiggins' brand, that yet you're just good enough to be on the phone while you're dushing that badutsi, but you're not good enough to be on the in the presence of Cardi B. Now that could all change. That could be something that could change in the next month or two. Who knows? I would love to see it happen because it would be great engagement for myself when I review it. We already got the thumbnail already started, but already in my downloaded in my files. But this is also embarrassing because even though Tasha K is being trashed, but she did have the connection with Nicki Minaj. She was on the Nicki Minaj podcast, Queen Radio, before. Nicki Minaj was fired from Apple Music. Yes, she was fired. And then, she had the opportunity. She was interviewed by Joe Budden, even though it didn't come out, but she was interviewed with Joe Budden. So whenever he's ready to release it, he can release it. She was on Adam 22 podcast, and apparently, I'm believing we saw the clip of it or a hoodie of it that she was on Wild and Out. So it's a lot of things that Tasha K has been doing. Armon Wiggins can only dream of doing. Now he did do a documentary over there on HBO Max, incredible moment, but it flopped immediately. It's not even trending on HBO. They forgot about it. They didn't care at all. So now we are dealing with the effects of Tasha K literally laughing at Armon that Cardi B have chosen a bottle of hot sauce over Armon Wiggins himself. So we will see if Tasha K were to win in the future. into this if she would brag about this, but Armon Wiggins have to take this L. This is a yet another slap in his face. All of that bootlicking, all of this stuff that he been doing all over these internet Twitter streets. Now his star woman, his supposed to be friend, have chosen somebody else, not Donald. I'm about to say Donald, not Armon Wiggins. She have chosen a bottle of hot sauce and not that. First, we feast is a huge little top tier. Yes, I understand that, but what about Armon Wiggins? He put in the work that to cater towards Cardi B. He have not showed up uh, to address these allegations that Cardi chose hot sauce over him. Let us understand what really happened. Why haven't Cardi B came on the Armon Wiggins show? See, I know Armon Wiggins is watching. You're stupid. As you watch this broadcast from that beautiful apartment in West Hollywood that's highly overrated and got a thin drywall, very thin drywall, leaky pipes. Why is it that Cardi B have not came on your show, my brother? I'm asking you clear as day on this broadcast. She have not came on your show. Now, a lot of people can say what they want to say about Brother Wiley, but at least I have interviewed Unwind with Tasha K, Neek at Night. We talked a little lovely tea on the phone, beautiful lovely tea. We had daytime tea time on the show. We had so many great awesome people, Zen Adams, beautiful Zen Adams. We had beautiful people on our show. We also have a special guest. We have Steve Harvey, Margie Harvey, family member coming on our show as well. So we actually are doing things over here. But sadly, Armon Wiggins are taking L's. Right now, his back is twisted. And also he have other medical issues and also a drug problem. And also he embraced the whole pedo, Larry Reed, justice for Levontre Andrews. So this is something where Armon Wiggins have to take this L that he is being used by women and they're using him and sucking him up dry. So let's hope that he take this L and learn from it and stop catering to these women and be real. Keep it real. Stop picking up Cardi B battles because she don't give a darn about the Armon Wiggins show. Now, what are y'all saying in the chat? She likable, hands down. They say yes because this is something where Armon have not done the show with Cardi. Even Cardi told him to take down my vocals off of I'm only talking to Armon. I'm only talking to Armon to take it down because she don't want to be known that she's endorsing a loudmouth, evil man towards black women. He's the black woman number one enemy. So this is something that we are putting out in the atmosphere because she chose a bottle of hot sauce and chicken, fried chicken, over Armon Wiggins. This is definitely sad. So we're going to keep you updated of this situation. It's a very sad day for Armon. I know he's crying. He's watching the Wiley Show, very upset that Cardi B chose him just to be on the phone and while she playing with herself, but she did not choose him to do an exclusive interview with cameras. Yes, Couture Break. Yes, Miami said first feast is. I understand that, but are we shocked? Should she go on the Armon Wiggins show? Let me know in the chat. I don't know if this would work. Maybe if Couture Bay can come on here because it's like a new feature on YouTube. I don't never use this. I know Couture Bay. She uses like YouTube. I mean, she uses like StreamYard, but I don't know if this actually work where people can actually come on here. So I'm gonna send this to my moderator and let me post it in the chat. But I don't know if this actually works on there. Shout out to my members, but I don't know if this actually works where people can actually come on here. So give me a second. Why? Okay, let me see if I can bring it up over here. Okay, let me see. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video, you guys. Okay, here we go. Let me drop that in there. Can somebody click on there and see maybe if Couture Bay or Chasha, if anybody want to say something on here, and let's see if it works. This is actually YouTube. This is actually YouTube where YouTube have a feature where you can come on. So I don't know if this works because I actually like, directly doing it on the phone. It's bringing back kind of like the old school Wiley show, bring it back to the old school, like a vibe and stuff like that. Let's see if that's going to actually work here. Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, Wiley, I was just calling to test it out.
Okay, it works fine. And you got your little lights too. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I was sitting at my desk, but I think that Tasha, honestly, like, I've seen Chris Brown for less. I done seen Bow Wow, Omarion, all of them. I seen Mike Epps under $100. Like, I'm not paying $200 to see you. And honestly, if she want that money, she shouldn't have refunded you. Like you
That's
said,
what I'm
no
that's what
refund.
I'm saying. Like, why refunded me and my partner, Paul, he was gonna come and we wasn't gonna record in the venue. We wasn't gonna record in the venue. We wasn't gonna record in the venue or anything. We was gonna go and attend. And of course we did our review, but never record in the venue. But I just feel like you can't afford to say no to me and refund my money when you have clearly have not sold out. She have not sold out, you guys. She have not sold out. She have not. People, this is sad. Lovely T is laughing. We just did a poll on our wall here, and I'm gonna go to it. But you're right. You're saying that you went to Mike Epps' concert, wasn't $200. Chris Brown, you didn't pay 200 and some dollars for this. And these are mainstream, real life celebrities, right? That have not been sued for $4 million. But here Tasha K is, you know, so I want to ask you: do you think Lovely T is right that some YouTubers have hate viewers, hate watchers, that actually true, authentic supporters?
Yeah, some people like call you just to hate on you. Like, what was that show the other day where they just kept calling? They was hating. The lady
They
kept
was just
calling
hey,
Tasha
they
K
texting me right
auntie.
now. They're texting me right now like haters, like texting me right now with hate. And I'm like, if you hate me, if you don't like me, if you think I'm disgusting, why are you texting me? I literally have to turn off my phone because of the calls, all the hate calls. And you can't track it because it's free text numbers or Google numbers, but they're calling me constantly over and over and over and over. I'm not gonna dox their number like Armon Wiggins did, but these are the calls. They say it verbatim. They say these calls all day long. Oh, but they claim they can't stand me, but you're calling my number, you watch it. I literally have a viewer, you guys, that watches the show, y'all heard this, leave the voicemail. She's literally watching the show, responding to the show in the voicemail. You don't That's too much time. You are a fan. Now you are a hate watcher, but you're a fan. And I do have my hate viewers that come in, see what I say, take it to the people. That's fine because you're still giving me engagement, putting money in my pocket. So that's the kind of hate I love, still put coins in my pocket. But to Tasha K, to the winos that claim y'all love Tasha K, y'all are lying because y'all did not sell out. We are almost up to October 20th. We are 1 month away and they have not sold out. They have
And
not sold out. She have not sold out. Where and she got the skill set, HD cameras. I mean, she's laying it out. You have to give the promo and marketing top tier, but it's a top tier worth of cow doo doo, and she have not sold out. Okay, it's pretty. It's just a cow doodle with a bow tie on it, and still have not sold out. They don't want to come and see a loudmouth woman unless she's lying about a celebrity, unless she got Cardi B victim that she robbed and all of the and committed a crime against and interviewed them on stage. Then that would have to happen. But other than that, I don't see it actually happening. And there's a lot of people that I talked to said, and Peaches have said it to me privately. She said that she is pre-writing her jokes. It's not the authentic Tasha. She's trying to be Bernie Mac without, she's trying to be the next Rick Fox. Like she's really want to be a stand-up comedian. But what she have to understand, it, this, Tasha, and they know this, and you have to go to comedy shows. You have to gather your chops. You just, you know what I'm saying? You just can't just think that it's just happened. And then sometimes, we don't know you as being a stand-up comic. We know you as doing comedy. Like I don't consider myself a stand-up comic until I stand my ass up and do some comedy. But other than that, I can still deliver the content in a comedic gesture, right? Walk across the stage, blah blah blah. But trying to do what she's trying to do, I just don't. I see why it's not working. She needs to get a set of people, but she didn't pissed off half of black creators. There's nobody she could do it with. Now, if she didn't, now maybe if she would have got the other girl, what was that, Bonnie Blue or
mhm.
Storm on as special guests, then it would have sold out because then they fans plus her fans, it would have sold out. But her pulling the show by herself, she can't do it.
and
She can't
even
do it.
Remember when T.I. was trying to do stand-up comedy? I ain't heard about him since he got
No,
claimed.
he got booed. Like they did not like it. They were booing him. And then like the first time, because it takes something to be a stand-up comic. I think I can do it because with practice, you write jokes, you live, you learn, or you can do it a new way. I don't just come and hear me do a show because like, excuse me, ooh, I ate me all these chicken. Look at my whole plate and chicken and tissue and stuff. This whole plate, just chicken bones and tissue.
Wiley,
Whole
how
plate.
many pieces
Now
of
it ain't no fried
chicken?
chicken. I just put it was air fryer. I was hungry. Anyway, so but it takes time. Like you could do a show and all of that. Like I can still do a show and just entertain, right? Just bring on stage, entertain, or whatever. And who knows? I could write little material or whatever the case may be, but to be taken serious as a stand-up like the Bernies and everybody else, you gotta work towards that. You gotta get your chops. You can still eulogize social media because, like, when I saw what was that, Jess Hilarious, she was lit. I thought she was bored. I didn't know who she was. I'm like, this might be boring. We have front row tea. She performed at the Improv out there, I believe, in Arlington. But I know she performed at Improv out there in the Texas area. I was pleasantly surprised. I laughed and I really laughed at Monique. So I'm a fan of comedy. I love comedy. I'm gonna go to that other show, Sherry Show. We're gonna get the New York show started, and I want you to help me plan that. It's gonna be probably in Brooklyn. Brooklyn. We're gonna sell the tickets for $50. Okay, and that's my budget. We're gonna set up for $50, get a 50 seater, and sell out 50 seats. If we sell out
Yeah,
50 seats,
that's reasonable. Like
it's
I used to
reasonable.
do Funny Bone here in Virginia all the time, and I ain't never paid more than $50.
Yeah, so like $50 is good, and then have that for the people who can come through. So, because a lot of people didn't want to come to Vegas, they was like, "Oh, I gotta travel so far." I was like, "Okay, let me look at the data." And most of the data: Virginia, Maryland, Jersey, New York, all of the East Coast. And you could just drive there or get a hotel for one night and go, or
Mm,
drive that, go and go back to in some place you can just go back to your place. It all depends, but you gonna stay with me for the weekend. Because we're gonna get it in on the weekend. We in New York City. We'll stay in New York. Baby, it's gonna stay in New York. All right. Because I think it's needed to do like a live show because you want to meet your people. And if it's 50 people, that's great. Then next time it might be 100 people. The next time it might be 200 people. But I just think we should try it. But $200, $800 a ticket, like $200 plus tax, plus hotel room, plus car service, plus
right.
flight. That's a lot of moolah
That's
for a
too much.
liar. And I get why she rushed this show because she have to get some liquid cash. She got to get some revenue. $10,000 on YouTube is not enough. She just abandoned her app. I don't see no exclusive on there. I was just over there talking to Peaches. No good exclusive. I said, Peaches, where's the exclusive? And she said dot 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 dot. And a chicken drumstick she left me. I guess she was eating. She left me a chicken drumstick. But I just personally feel like where's the true authentic support from the winos? And where the winos? You see how they were sending wine glasses and no show have not sold out. They said Ti is still doing shows, but I think she meant by comedy shows, not him rapping.
I haven't heard anything since he got into it with that girl. Remember, she had a wig and he was going back and forth. She said something about his marriage. I haven't heard anything since
Yes, and I think that was
he
a
was
fellow
at a comedy.
comedian. I believe that was a fellow comedian that was doing that. But
Uh,
this was something. And then Tasha K was saying, because we were in negotiation with Charleston White, we just couldn't afford him. I mean, he charged about 15 grand because he wants a certain dinner, he want a car service. And all together would have been about $15,000 that Charleston White wanted for an interview. And I
yeah.
just thought, I don't have
She
15,000.
thought Orlando Brown was a plate of oxtails.
Yes, yes, $15,000, and then Orlando Brown was expensive too. I couldn't afford it. I tried, I couldn't afford it. The numbers didn't make sense. I couldn't afford it. But a lot of these big talent folks, they get paid. That stuff that you see go. A lot of them got paid to be on those podcasts. They're not doing podcasts for free anymore. And can you blame them? Because we're making money off of it, but at least be reasonable. Judge it by the platform. I'm coming in with 32,000 followers. Let me interview on my show for at least $200. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Like,
mm.
come on now. Let's be clear on that. But I just want to be clear on Tasha K. She got to get it together. And also too, when we look at Armon Wiggins and how hot sauce in the chicken bag that Cardi B going, she's gonna eat some chicken and hot sauce. And that's just an insult, man. Like these celebrities will use you up dry and go eat a plate of hot chicken with hot sauce and leave you in the dust. That is exactly what's going on right then and there. They will literally leave you in the dust. Okay, a little improv. This
That
is why I can't
show.
have. This is why I can't
I
have
love to
children.
go on that hot wing show. I don't know why, because it's so boring.
It's boring too, but they have a million, some millions and millions of followers. Is it a black show or is it a white show?
It's a white man, and
Exactly.
he put down like 8 hot wings in front of you, and you got to eat like up to the hottest sauce. Put it on your chicken. You got to eat up to the hottest one you could take.
Where is she at with the black shows? She got to eat the hottest chick. I told y'all she don't. She's a racist. I have told you all that verbatim. She is a racist. Now I can still say it ain't right for Tasha K lying on her, but she's a racist. She's literally a racist. And I don't like the fact that she uses black folks to be sharecroppers, and they stupid to being used. And then guess what? She leaves the slaves on the plantation, love to see slave, and literally go there and she eating chicken. And here you are, literally, that will change the condition of your show if you would have somebody like Cardi be on there, because that opens the floodgates for all the A-list celebrities that is used that next big show. And let's be clear, that white woman, what's her name? That white woman that doing the stuff that remind me of Funny Marco. She doing them stupid interviews. She look weird, look like a little child.
Oh yeah,
And
that.
yeah, she's getting all of those stars on her show is because number one, she's white. Now, why can't they make a black woman go viral like that? Because number one, black folks think that white validation is greater than going on a black media show. They feel like it's better. They
Right.
feel like it's better, and it's sad. It is disgusting, and I'm talking about these so-called pro-black celebrities, the one that they pro-black. When it's time to show that pro-blackness, they go to the white show. They don't come to the black ones. They
Mm.
don't come the way that they do it. Look at Cardi B. Case in point, she showed all this love. She said she riding Blackpink. I mean, he eating the box, making her come before he come, right? And guess what? She ain't going to no black show. So very sad. But thank you for coming on, making it work. It works really good. The quality is so good. I actually
Good.
is the sound good? Is the sound good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Like it's not a delay, like when you call in on the phone.
It's not a delay. We can actually hear. I'm thinking this gonna be the new way. Thank you so very much for you coming on, and happy Daughter's Day. Was it Daughter's Day?
Oh yeah.
It was a Daughter's Day. Oh, it was
Uh,
it was daughter because you posted that. And I was like, okay, it's Daughter's Day. Okay.
she just got her glasses. She talking about she my
I gotta
long
get
friend.
I gotta get my glasses. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you so
You
very
see,
much.
I keep pushing mine up. I need a whole new frame.
Yeah. They said I don't think she's racist, but her mindset up here calling Morago his sister and Malago drags Cardi as bad as Tasha K do. So be for real. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. You said be for real. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So um do anybody else want to come on and give their a point across? Let me see. I don't know if I can drop the link back in here. Let's see if anybody else want to come on. I thought I dropped the link in here. Give me a second. Let me see if I can pin it back to the top. Okay, if anybody want to come on here, you can come on here at this very moment. I just pinned it on the top. So if anybody just click on there um, um, and you can see it, this is how they go. I would love to have you on the platform. If you want to say something, Couturbe, if you want to say something, you can. You can click on the link. And I post it back in there if you want to say something. I click on there as well. But that is the link, you guys. This is a good tool directly from the phone. I love it. I think it's great. So it's really good. So I just posted that in there. So if anybody want to come on and say something right there, I didn't want to make this too lengthy. too long, but I did want to dive into this conversation. As we go to the polls, we posed a question and we asked the YouTube audience if Tasha K and Lovely T were to host a show. I mean, no, I posed the question: if Lovely T would have had a live show in Miami, would it sell out faster than Tasha K event? Question: 54% said yes. It would have. 46% said no. So obviously, this is a show that typically we don't talk about Tasha K stuff the way that we do. We don't talk about, I'm sorry, Lovely T stuff the way. But as of right now, my audience is saying 54% is saying that I will vote for, I will go to a Lovely T show. Wow, wow, wow. I think you got to have it vertical.
I
There
don't
you
know.
go.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. I think
What,
I think
Wiley?
first of all, let me sing your praises because I've been following you since Armon tried to drag you. Okay, and you stood up for yourself and you went away. I think you did some military work because you had on military gear, and then
Yeah.
you went away, and then now your career on YouTube is taking off, and you're the new girl on the block. I love to see it because I remember that because number one, you got the beauty. Number two, you have your own swag and you're doing it. And you got men that pretend to be women like T.S. Madison shaking in their boots. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. And with me, I apologize for my fellow brother or trying to be a sister having that aggression, anger. How did that make you feel seeing her trying, or that person, or him trying to box you, knowing that you can't win? He have a lot of testosterone and a lot of weapons. Between his leg is a weapon, a deadly weapon at that. How did that make you feel seeing that aggression come in your chat like that?
Um, at first I thought it was a troll account, but then my mods are really good. So they like hopped on it immediately. They was like, TS, get up out of here. And that's why I was like, I've never seen my moderators fight like that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They were like defending me, and normally I don't mind what's being said in the chat as long as people are being respectful. So when I looked, I said, what's being said? And I kept seeing like, don't call her no B, don't call her no B. And I was like, I got to get my chat under control. But then when I saw what she wrote, I didn't highlight it on the screen, but I was like, I would never come to your chat to be disruptive. Like, why are you coming to my chat? And I know she was trying to bully me. And I don't even like to use bully, but that's the term, because there was a man who has way more followers, way more subscribers, way more influence that called her out her name, TS out her name. I say TS her because if I call TS Timothy, then they're gonna call me Artie's
But
name.
that's what her mother, I
Yeah.
always say, Miss Mary in the wheelchair, always call her Timothy. She said Timothy, it comes out.
Yes.
And greatly so, she's not lying. That's on the birth certificate. That's on her passport. So let's not be clear here. So I guess the U.S. Department of Defense or Security, I guess they're transferred because they put on that man Timothy. They put this date on there. So why are we having this problem in this whole debate? It say Timothy. Her paychecks from Bros, which is flop, it say Timothy. It say Timothy. Her checks say Timothy. It does not say the TS. So this is
It
something
does.
where she got to understand. And I don't understand why do men think that it's okay to fight with women. I just don't understand that. Like, I
TS is,
just don't get it.
like I said, Unhinged was mad because I called it out. We're talking about Erica Mena calling grown women monkeys. T.S. Madison called children monkeys.
She
Monkeys.
did.
Derogatory, racial derogatory word. I just didn't like that. I'm not a Tasha K defender, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And I thought she was wrong. So I was just like, TS, really? And you literally just said kids are off limits, then going to this, but they love attacking black women. So I don't know what to say about that. TS is, she don't trend over there. So she had to come look for somebody to pick a fight with. And I was like, her delusional fans are still the Maddie mob, the unhinged mob, still writing DMs, still writing comments. They don't know how YouTube works. That's why I was like, y'all dumb. Yeah, keep commenting. Keep
Yeah,
commenting.
keep commenting. And I wish they would have used that to go to the theater like myself. I went there and I ate some popcorn. It was empty. Where was the mob when she was on Bros? They were nowhere. They're just internet thugs and they need to be arrested. Like T.S. Madison need to be arrested what she did to that guy that performed, that participated in All Queens Men. He said he was violated. So I believe T.S.
Yeah.
Madison should be arrested for her vicious crimes. But this is it. She did the same thing to Kaya, a biological woman. She stole from her. She stole from her existence. She
Yes.
only got her name because Kaya endorsed her to the straight community. She was nothing but a former streetwalker. Her mother was bound to a wheelchair, and she was able to upgrade from that regular chair, drag to a turbo tour, paid by her daughter slinging that pain with other young boys who she did not pay for their services. They don't get any residue. Actually, I told those young boys, they're grown men now, that they should be out there protesting about the mistreatment and the money that is owed to them. Do you know their bread basket is still being spreaded wide open, and they're still getting all of this cash, and they're not getting T.S. Madison not giving them $1. So this is very disgusting. It's really disgusting to see. It's really, really disgusting.
It's weird, but you see TS ran her behind over on Jason Lee's platform, but not on Armand's platform. I didn't like that. That's why I said yesterday, I don't like and I said it today. Cardi, you're doing hot ones for what? That
For
is
what?
that's for people who like are super chill. You're not a chill personality at all. Nothing about Bel Khalees is chill. Like, let's be honest. And I know you go up for her sometimes, but nothing about her personality is chill. We
No, it's more ratchet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give the people what they want. Armand deserves that interview,
He,
whether you agree with it or not. And when I say you, I'm talking about the subscribers. He
yes.
deserves it because all the work he's put in to do her bidding, it's like he's accepting these crumbs. And I forgot about the soundbite. If you say my name out to the public, I'm using it. And my
Okay, I'll use that forever, especially if that comes from a mainstream star. I'm using it forever. I just think that Armon Wiggins have to play to that soundbite in his wet dreams. But I also feel as though that T.S. Madison showed the world that she's more dedicated to Jason than she is Armon. Because Jason have, contrary to popular belief, he have more connection in the industry than Armon. Armon just have a YouTube channel. Jason Lee have a brand.
he do have a brand, but that interview he did with Cardi B went nowhere.
It went nowhere because it came at the wrong time. I just think Cardi did that because Armand was on the show saying some weird stuff with Milagro. Milagro hates Cardi. And then next thing you know, out of the blue, Cardi said, I'm doing Jason Lee's show. That was a slap towards Armand Wiggins.
I just think she needs to stop ducking and dodging. Go over there. If
I
y'all
agree.
y'all can do
I
it.
agree.
I just To me that will never be okay. And I did see your poll. Who would you rather see, Lovely T or Tasha K? Tasha K. I would
I
like to.
would rather see Tasha K too. I just think that Tasha K is dealing with a crisis. And I think she needs some more allies in the media space because she don't really have allies because Adam 22 is a white demographic. You're not going to see those white men coming to a black woman show. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happen. They would rather go support Charleston White, probably him versus Latasha. I don't see that happening. Maybe if she would have got the other woman on, I love her, Bondi Blue. Maybe that could work because Bonnie Blue is more likable than Tasha. She's not as controversial.
Yeah, but people like Tasha K. I think people are just doing what people do best. Wait until the last, like the Beyonce concert in Houston didn't get sold out until
The
uh,
last minute.
a week before or something like that. They were saying.
Yeah. So that could be also, but then also I looked at the data. I said the cheap tickets sold out quick. And so maybe all the tickets should have been $50, but we shall see how it's going to turn out on October 20th. And let's pray nothing happened bad at that event because there's a lot of enemies that she have. You even have Whack 100, and I don't believe this. He said he slept with Tasha, but because he's so connected in the industry, it goes viral. It go,
But
they
Black 100 is a clout chaser.
He
I
is
mean,
a cloud chaser since
he,
Clubhouse.
his only client is Blueface. Not
That's
even
only clients Blueface. I thought he represented Ray J at one point, but I guess that he don't represent him anymore. It's
Ray
just
J
Blueface.
made him lose, which was the smartest thing he could ever do
That's
because
true.
100 talks too much. He gives the op, and he can't fight him his damn self. Well, excuse my French. So he can't fight. So we see him get knocked out on that TMZ clip that was paid for.
I
Like,
agree. I
it's,
agree.
I feel like this. I don't feel people hate watch you more than they show love. If they're sitting there watching you, they love you. That's fan.
Absolutely.
I don't watch nobody I don't like. Okay. Like I don't care. I'm not buying, I'm not subscribing. You can't pay me to do it. Um and I don't hate nobody on the internet, but TS Madison, it's up. It's always up. Like I met the Maddie mob and they was fangirling. They was not trying to attack or nothing. But no, I can't watch people that I'm just not invested in.
That's true.
My job
That's
is Our job is to cover the tea. People
yep.
call us messy, but Shannon Sharp is doing a video with Brittany Reiner right now, being what? Messy.
Messy. Being messy. And I think that us as black creators, we are dealing with a system that don't do enough to promote us on this platform. So we do have to work twice as hard to get half of the support. I mean, look at the Terrell show. I love him, but he should be much further. If he was a white man doing this, he'll be way further. 10 million, 15 million subscribers. Because I feel like us as black people, it takes us hard to get the, even when you look at the list, I don't know if you look at the top paid YouTubers, they're all white. The top 10 paid YouTube, maybe it's probably one black person on there, but most of that list is white. And Tasha don't come nowhere near, not even Lovely T. They're big in this particular sector, but they're nowhere near Mr. Beast. And they're more entertaining than Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Oh no, you're not lying. I knew that when you remember when the influencer girls was on YouTube, when you had the Emreezes, the Jackie Ayenas, the Jeffree Stars, all of them when they were on YouTube, I knew then that no matter what we do, if we don't partner with a a popular white person, then YouTube is going to do what it do best. And I truly believe that. If you look at their celebrity news and content, uh, it's boring. Like it is. Like when I look at the the other side that do art, like the Harveys and stuff like that, boring. I think Harvey is a smart man. I really do. He offered me a job, but even when he comes up there, he's not, there's no pizzazz about him. There's no star quality. Like, I don't see it, but people tune in. And that's why I always say, y'all don't have to believe me. Just wait for TMZ to report on it so then y'all can give me my credit.
Yeah, and then like people were saying in the chat, they said that's because the content you push is limited to one demographic. That's not enough to make you cross. I don't believe that. I
I
just don't.
talk about white people all the time on my platform.
I-
All the time. I was the reason, I was one of the first melanated content creators to tell y'all that Joe Jonas's wife, Sophie Turner, was out here cheating. Nobody wanted to touch it. They said, "Oh, Bree, where did you get that from?" I said, "I saw his post and delete." I saw his post and delete. Divine timing. I said the only thing is like sometimes I don't screenshot because I'm too busy.
oh yeah, because it'd be so quick. Yeah, I sometimes don't do that too. Like you got to be on it with the
Yes.
screenshot. And people were saying, "What's your YouTube?" I posted it in the chat, you guys.
Oh,
I posted in the chat because this is another thing us as black creators we have to do. We have to be more collective in teaming up. We can still be enemies. I don't care, but we still need to join together. Like wrestling, once I love it, like they still wrestle together. They
yes.
hate some of them be
I
fighting backstage, but on when the cameras they work together. I just think that we have to get in that mentality to work together. I've always done that. Two men, a lady. I have done it, even half the people are
how
going with me.
come
But
lady minute?
you said what else?
How come you don't do 2 minute
No,
a
I'm
lady?
doing that. I'm doing it again in 2024. I'm trying to do it
Oh,
in person because if I get it in person, it's the best ever. Like I love in person, and I'm still working on the woman because she's the star of the show. Like, of course, I'm the star, but the woman's more focused because she's the only woman there, and she got to be. She can't be dry. She got to be confident, and she got to deal with my type of energy, like on camera. Because my energy on camera is a beat. I'm more calm, quiet. I don't even make a sound. I'm listening to my
Why
audible book.
is you have broken stars with the 2 men and a lady?
I did.
The Conscious TV. I never would have watched Conscious TV. Had
And
Armon Rowe.
I love that. And my thing is this: me personally, one thing I'm going to add to my resume is a producer. I personally, if I wasn't a consecrator, I would love to sit and produce, give you topics, segment, and stuff like that. It's one person I'm working with. She does real estate, and we're producing a show for her about real estate. It's going to start with us doing a real estate segment, and then she's going to have her own full-fledged channel. Because I love to like produce it. So, Two Man and a Lady, I just did it. I like Conscious. At the time, he tried to sleep with me, but he's a witch. Don't like him now. He's endorsing Pedo Reed. But I liked it because he say big words. He looked like a witch. He have a tongue ring and he have wigs. He always get me together. And so I love Katie Talk 101. Number one, that I love her because she's intelligent and she just didn't want to be considered because she have things. Everybody don't want to be a YouTube star. Some people she's doing it for fun. Hey, it's fun. It's not my full time. I want to be a full time creator. And 7 stars, despite she didn't want to really do it full time because people said she can't walk, she can't stand up. Clearly, she can walk. And then me and her fell out because her boyfriend said that she was stalking him off a site, off of Facebook. They met in the Facebook group. And then I said, "Were you stalking this man?" He called me, said she was number the stalker, that he gave her some of that sausage and she started stalking him off the Facebook marketplace. Oh, not the Facebook marketplace, but somehow it was some Facebook group that they met. And it was a
miss and the mess. I love it.
It was a big mess, but still today it was good. It was good to support. Like me and you have been following each other. I think for a couple of years now. Ever since Armon said something nasty about you.
Oh, he said I didn't like the gays. He said
he did say that.
A phobic. Oh, he was going in and stealing my content. And they swore up and down, you showed me. I said no. Sherry, my moderator, showed it to me first. Hello.
So, and we've been following each other. And then people say, Wiley falls over. I do not. I have people I love. The other guy, of course, he just went on Armon Wiggins. Armon just went on his show, Scotty by Nature. I'm still cool with these people. I'm cool with some creators. But the people that y'all want me to be cool with, it's difficult when they think that you're in competition of them, right? That's why, like the Storms, the Armands, they all watched Wiley, including Chronicle Speak. Chronicle Speak, she came here, Chronicle Speaks. She was in the chat. These people watched the Wiley. She came, she was pissed that I put her in the mess. Don't put me in Miss Strawberry.
You told the world that Shirley Strawberry was not married. I didn't hear that nowhere else. That has to be the messiest gossip we done seen in a really long time.
That's true.
Tasha K didn't even break that one. And I was like, "Ooh, this is messy. Messy."
I think Chronicle Speaks is showing Tasha that her team needs to be fired. I think her team brought her as far as they can bring her. But she needs some new tea droppers because that Chronicle Speaks, and forget that, the lady that's getting the prison tapes.
Nobody knows who she is.
Sure. We don't know who that could be an AI. I believe that's a fat white man that eat Cheeto cheese chips. Because AI voice record, you could just make up your own voice. You don't see that person's face. That could be anybody.
I think after this comedy show, Tasha K is about to be, because we're entering into our 4th quarter.
Yeah,
we're entering quarter, and this is going to make and break a lot of content creators, YouTubers, whatever you want to call yourself, right? People don't know how to monopolize the holiday season. They think you got to do all this fake stuff. Tasha K dropped so many gems in her multiple interviews. That's why I like her, because even in the midst of her doing whatever, she always drops like it. And despite her shouting me out, the fact that she said, if you just be yourself, the people will come, that is so truthful. Because when I was a review girl, I told them, I said, hey, I'm doing reviews, but I want to do celebrity news and gossip. And my first celebrity news and gossip thing was Kevin Samuels. And oh my God, you would have thought I like I don't know. But in the end, that's why I said nobody can hurt my feelings the way the manosphere came. It was dragging me. They had me on videos, thumbnails. A TS can't do it. Armon can't do it. So I don't care.
Like you found your lane and you're yourself. Like and it's different. People follow you for you. People follow me for me. People follow Tasha. Tasha. I love Tasha. Her qualities together, the
Yes.
way how she transitions to subjects together, her interviews together. I mean, I will never forget her interviewing Jaguar Wright and she went off, or interviewing a person they cut her, got left the show and she kicked them off and cussed them out. I love the fact that she hired Chelsea. Chelsea was fired from Jason Lee, and she hired this woman and made her a household name. One of the particular videos of Chelsea did was somebody backstage went viral. I can't think of the artist, but she asked a question with one of the artists and they cut it off. And she had been doing great. You know, she had been doing great. I just think that Tasha have to look at what is the road that she's going to take next year. Because this Cardi B beef, I'm over it. I'm tired of it.
You
It's
gotta stop
nothing.
party mama. If you want your money, you gotta let Tasha work. Like
I get
she's
you that
not
she
going
have to work, but this whole
to
Cardi B,
tell mainstream media. It's either her or me, and you not selling it, baby. You gotta sell. You
I
have to.
agree. I agree, and I think that Cardi got to do a new album. Even Nicki. Let's be clear. I'm gonna say this in my last per here. The music industry is suffering, and I didn't know that Drake sold Nicki some of her masters to this white man. Like he sold some of her masters.
Lil Wayne.
Uh, huh?
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne sold some of her stuff and Drake's. So the music industry is suffering right now. So the thing with Cardi is she have to really deliver, and Nicki. But a lot of these artists is not selling. I mean, Justin Bieber last project didn't sell. That's Justin Bieber. Like I think people are tired. I think people want artists to pull up at their house and start singing because this is the industry we're living like a Uber and Lyft, quick and accessible. Come up to me and do something different. But this traditional, just putting it on iTunes and it's not enough. They got to go back to some of the old school by touring, just like Cardi's song just dropped down the charts, but she rarely promoted it. She did at first and then she stopped. You got to keep at it.
Ooh, they
You
are off in your chat.
but again, I said what I said about her daughter. I said what I said about Tasha. Tasha have said a lot of nasty things about me. Who cares? I deliver my content, and Tasha is very fake. She's not as real as you think. She has her fake ways because she said Joe Budden was so great. Then when you start the podcast, I don't like Joe Budden. And when you get that to that baby, and who did she talk about? The video vixen. She talked about her, but then in the Adam 22, she was singing the lady praises.
Because you know what?
And
Um,
Melissa Ford don't have nothing against the Joe Budden fight. She have no power over that. She don't
well,
control that. She's the help.
is very meek and mild mannered, and he chose her for that reason. He was he don't want no pushback, and I watched the show. I watch it just simply to see his if we have the same thoughts on music. When it comes to music, I feel like this. It's so accessible now, and people have such a TikTok mindset. You can do whatever as an artist, and it's going to do whatever. That's why I'm happy Beyonce didn't put out the visuals. Don't put them out because make them earn it. Make the fans earn it. I'm a fan. Same with Nicki Minaj. Do whatever you want. Make the fans earn it. Make them prove they want the album, right? I just feel like there's so many other artists that are doing the remake to the remake. I should not hear your song and instantly think of "Don't Leave" by Blackstreet or uh Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe. Like I should not know your remake. The remake should come like a force, like when Drake did the cameras flashing or whatever. I did not know that was a John B sample until this year when the John B song came on, and I was like, wait, Drake sampled John B? Oh, he's smart. I like those type of samples. I want it to be put in there so elegantly, like I don't even know what's going on. I want to be like swooned. I want to be seduced. I want to be in love. I want to be enraged. I want to feel your emotions in the song. And I think there's a lot of new artists that are not ready to do that.
I agree. Just
You have
like
people, but the rest of them are some, oh, I heard this song and I want to remake it. I don't want to hear no damn remake. I want to hear you sing the song how it's supposed to be sang. Or if you're gonna remake it, go to the 70s, the 50s, the 20s. Let's get out of the 90s and the 2000s.
I agree. And I think like even when Diddy released his album, it was no videos, but one particular song I love, "Closer to God," that Tiana Taylor is so underrated. But again, like you said, you fell in love with it. Some artists are making it, but it's sad. No number one hip hop album have been released this year. Not one. So maybe Nikki will be the first. We shall see, but it will not surprise me if she had a solid two. It won't surprise if she had a three because I don't see her promoting. I know she buying her fans chicken, cookies, ribs, because she's doing everything she can to, I guess, buy her fans with processed food. But that's not enough.
Wants to give back because you know what? She has a kid now. She can't just go out and be amongst the fans like she used to. Like before, she could go out and oh, she has a son now. She can't be doing that. And
Oh, so somebody said, okay, okay, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about, and then you know she got a husband, can't be around kids on the house arrest, etc. But somebody said somebody went number one. Did you see that comment? Rod Wave, he just went number. Also, he's the first one that went number one.
oh,
But
that's good. I like two of his songs. I didn't hear the whole thing. I'm not a Rottway fan. When I
wow,
take those
I,
songs,
I didn't even hear his full album. Okay, I'm gonna buy it because I did hear Doja Cat. I was surprised Doja Cat album didn't go number one. I'm
is the
surprised.
album out?
Her album is out. Yeah, Doja Cat album is out. I was
Yeah,
listening to it.
that's a problem. See, I don't know. I don't think there's enough promotion.
It's not enough to post that. And then this is the thing: we have people that we talk to every day. Why don't these artists come to our shows? I don't like. I would try, like, say for instance, okay, I'm gonna do a tour, and I'm gonna just give you 5 minutes on each show.
Hmm.
They should do that, and then you in the algorithm, you taking over YouTube, you giving a good. We got
Because
yeah.
these OGs are gatekeeping, but they're not asking the questions. They're not even enlightening. Like, when's the last time you heard somebody say Ebro and Charlemagne or Funk Flex had such a top interview?
It's been a long time.
Like, they're scared of us. That's why they try to do whatever to manipulate it so that the what's her name, Bonnie or whatever, that Bobby,
That
boring,
Bobby, that's her name, Bobby.
boring. That's what she should be called. It's weird. The setup is weird. I don't get it. It's like,
And
what?
she sold that from Funny Marco. He's the first started that awkward type of questioning.
But at least it's funny.
It
You
was
know,
funny with him, but I blame him for bringing her into that space. He could have did
because
that to a black woman. Why didn't give that opportunity to another fellow black creator? Now, when you give it to a white woman, she gonna surpass you because she got the skin and she a white woman. She gonna take it.
it's the same thing Charlemagne did when he brought Tommy Loren on
So,
his platform.
yeah,
And it was like, well, black women should work harder. And black, I feel like this: if the person is talented, do it. Um, I just think there's a lot of gatekeepers. You know the gatekeepers. I know the gatekeepers. They don't want us to win. That's why they was trying to get Wendy up out of here, even though she played crazy to not pay her husband. I'm not mad at it. Play crazy all the way to the poorhouse, Wendy. Don't give them nothing. Make them go get a job. But
oh my god.
but I do feel you on that. I do want to see them come and speak with the people. Do I need necessarily an interview? No, I'm not an interview girl, but I can do it. I think the Armon Wiggins should be good. If you can take
I
pictures
agree.
with them, they can send you autograph artifacts and whatnot. They should sit on your platform, and it shouldn't be no have to team up with Milagro because they don't really care for Milagro. They don't believe her. She led the Tory Lanez thing, and now the whole industry is walking on eggshells, except for the people who just was like, I just don't rock with her because of this. They're like, well, I believe Mob Radio. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy when you can read it for yourself. He was going to prison.
And we knew this. She said the same thing about Kayla Walker. And when Kayla Walker came on this show, I told him, "You're guilty."
You did
So,
interview Kaylee Walker. You need to upload that.
yeah, I want to re-upload again because he called it. It could be you, you black. Could be you, man. I said you guilty. You not innocent. And I felt it in my bones, and I brought him on this particular show. And people forget that Tasha played because I watched it. She played a tape of him getting fellatio, and the person was one of the victims that he was accused of Armor, and she took it down, deleted the interview because this is what she put on interviews on Patreon, and Milagro did the same thing. He sent it to her and they aired it without fact checking, without trying to see if it was. They actually did.
That was during the Wild Wild West because remember we saw Pastor whatever his name was on. I saw it on YouTube. I didn't see it nowhere else. Like I was like, what?
Yes, you see it. Like it's a lot of stuff. And so Milagro have a tendency, the more evil and guilty you are, the more I'm gonna embrace and say you're innocent.
I think she be trolling for those male
She do.
subscribers.
She trolls. It's very dangerous trolling for that because when she throw those events, it be so much violence. Like if you ever went to a Milagro Grand event, one of my producers would tell it, like a couple of them were telling me, they say it always fights because the fans fight among themselves. Everybody be picking a side, and sometimes she won't even show up. They'll just be in that fight in the Airbnb. Yeah, like they be fighting in the chat, like she be cussing them out. They be arguing with each other. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they be really getting in there. And Milagro, I said she's running a show of chaos. That's what she's running. And I would personally believe that she get like welfare and different stuff because she's not monetized on YouTube. She getting some type of government system, maybe in some tax debt, but she don't want to be monetized on YouTube. That's strange when you're monetized on station. Why not YouTube? I just got it is making me feel kind of eerie on that because she said I'm not monetized on these platforms, but she's monetized on station here.
I don't care what she says. She don't have to be monetized over here. She's getting something out of it. She's not just doing this just
Yeah,
for.
she getting super. I mean, I'm sorry, she getting cash out from my audience and everything like that. And then when I saw her on the platform, she was kind of pissed that Armon outshined her in that documentary. He got the most publicity. She was slighted from that because
But
he was in part one. Megan Kuhn dominated to Megan Kuhn dominated, even though she was holding on to the gate. She dominated her too. So I love the fact that we could have this conversation as creators. But nevertheless, I can't wait to hear Brandy new album. I'm excited. Usher's going on a world tour. I postponed Vegas, so I may go in November. I'm trying to get me an Usher ticket because I want to see him again. Last year when we went, the tickets was pretty reasonable. They're jacked up. I'm trying to put on my wig, and hopefully he try to sing to me. Hopefully try to sing to me, child.
you ain't gotta put no wig on for Usher to sing to you. They say you know what they've been saying about
I
Usher.
know a lot they was saying about him. They said he got the green bumps, but no, I would see. Like I'm excited that he's going to perform at the Super Bowl. I'm just excited for artistry, but art is not selling line. Like it's
I, don't-
hard.
I, I said it earlier. Everybody talked about Chloe Bailey's album sales, right? But her concert sold out.
A concert sold out.
Concert sold out. Um, it's simple. The music industry has to change up their way of business because the artist can't do nothing about it. If you putting their stuff out there, you're forcing them to go to these two channels or these two platforms to promote, and you got so much control over the artist that they can only do so much. They're afraid because can you imagine if a sexy red came on our platform and she just spills the beans, baby, they would shut that down. They was like, oh
That's
no,
true.
no, cause we gonna ask, who are you to us? That's why I said to T.S. Madison, you're a celebrity. Who are you? Like, I don't want to
That's true.
house.
Why can't we ask you the tough questions? Why can't we ask you the tough questions?
We're not friends. What Wendy Williams say? You didn't invite me to your house for a barbecue.
Right. We're doing our job. And I'll never forget Dante the Body, he's getting married to a woman. But he have a
Really?
secret OnlyFans account with men, right? He doesn't. So he didn't want nobody to know. But I thought people knew. So I said, "Are you a homosexual? Are you a top of a?" He ended the lie. I'm gonna sue you. Blah blah blah. Dude, you have a whole OnlyFans planning your breadbasket hole. So why are you trying to hide it? Yes. And then he took a picture with Armon Wiggins, one of the greatest bottoms in the world that's recognized in the sector. They took a picture and I put it on out there to the world. I said, "He's doing it. Okay, he doing it." So they said about me the green flop before Tasha K. It's no ticket sales. So I feel as though I think that honestly, I think that Dante the Body is, and I'm glad. So women will date a bi person because Dante the Body is getting married. Now she know he's in the lifestyle because she been in some of his OnlyFans videos with other dudes. So she know that.
Oh, some of them be comfortable, but I don't think. I think if women had the option to choose, then they might say yes. I think it's the blindsiding
I think it's
because
a society, but I think
like,
more women would do it. Like one woman posted in there, and she said, "Wiley, don't look at this poll because it's a lot of women that are doing it already.
but
They just don't want to admit it to the world and get judged, but they are
but
doing it."
they know though
I
because
think a lot of women do. A lot of these women, unless you just slow and
no.
blind.
I have to ask you. I saw a podcast,
Okay,
and, and I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna go look at my likes because she was not lying. It was talking about the Christian women, oh, this man never tried me. He don't do anything because he likes the men. They said it without saying it. And I thought that was so crazy because I'm like, how come they don't know? But a lot of them are trained to like, just pray for your man, wash his feet. I dated an NFL player. I know there's men who like men, and then there's women there for the image. I've seen it. It goes on throughout all industries, not just sports. So seeing that, knowing that, I'm like, some women just don't know. Not everybody's gonna be like, well, he don't really want to hold my hand. He don't like, I don't know, something's off. They just chalk it up to he's just a nice guy. No, he really liked the boys. What is it?
he just yes. I'm glad that you admitted that women are dating these guys knowing they live in a double life.
Oh, some of them get paid to be there. So
Yeah,
if you are gonna do it, ladies, do it for the check. Don't do it for free. They will
do
cut
it
you.
for the chat. You better do it for the chat.
They will cut you a nice check. They will.
Because you can definitely see the artist. You can kind of tell the artist that is living a double life. You can kind of tell. And it goes on a lot in the industry. Like I interviewed this guest. He goes, back in the day, he used to control Industry on Blast. One of my friends control that. I think he probably did. But he would go to these parties, these celebrities. He said, "This is real. This is not fake. That stuff is real." It was a movie on Hollywood, on Netflix. It's like an old white Hollywood. It's pretend to be old, but it's got young actors in it. And they was having like parties, sex parties in Hollywood Park. That exists. I think people think that it's such far fetched. That goes on.
Well, that's because a lot of people don't be around. Like I've said, I've been to a couple parties and stuff, but I drink. If I didn't bring it myself, I'm not drinking it because I don't know what you. People are just so crazy, right? But they'll ask for you to turn over your phone, all kinds of stuff. I have no problem doing that because if I'm coming into your personal space, the least
That's
I
true.
could do is provide you with the security. I'm not going to say anything, but they also know what I do. Like that's why I say when the blue text me what they watch me because I've been to someone and they're like, if she talk, I would never spill their business. I'm not a secret teller because I just don't get off on that. To me, if
Right.
I'm secrets, we might as well write a book so I could be on the New York best time seller and get millions, probably billions of dollars. People, I don't think people be using their brain, but I'm a marketing major. So you can go in these spaces, you see things. I just simply chalk it up to if we're gonna have a good time, let's have a good time. If we're not, let's not. But I'm not gonna tell your business. I think that's weird. I don't need to tell
Absolutely.
because somebody's gonna get mad enough to put it on the internet. I know that for a fact. They do it every day. Look at Blueface. He was trying to shame Krishan And in his Shame and Krishan, he exposes his son, and because the backlash was more towards him than her, all of a sudden, oh, my phone was hacked or stolen or like what? That's the best you could come up with. See, kids, this is why you gotta stay in school.
That's why you got to stay at school. Thank you so very much for that, man. Thank you, Couture Babe. Make sure y'all go follow her. Um, you go live. You talk about amazing stories, and you've been doing it. You've been on YouTube for a while now, and now you're just picking up momentum. And I tell people all the time, you never know when your time gonna come, and when it's open up, you got to get in there.
You know what, you're right. I've been on YouTube for 4 years now, and at first I if I would have stayed in reviews, I would have been probably one of the top review girls because my reviews was hitting. That's just not where my passion was because I didn't like the delusional. The fans for them reality shows are way worse than them celebrities. I don't know what it is. A lot.
Yeah, and I personally couldn't do it unless I'm passionate about the show.
Yes, and
Like
Basketball
Meredith,
Wives changed that for
yeah. Like if I'm passionate, if it's a show that I'm passionate about, I'm gonna look at what Phaedra does on this show because I'm interested because she's on there. So that show I will review. But Love and Hip Hop, I started reviewing that when Ray J and the other dude from B2K was on it. That's when it was fun for me. Mama D, I don't like that. I just want real organic reality. Like it's real.
yeah.
Zeus is getting to me kind of scripted now. Like Bad Boys, it was terrible. Um, and so I really want some good reality TV. I still want it to be funny, but something good. Just like when I was watching, I got BT Plus for that College Shield, but they didn't show the fight, and I was pissed.
Yeah, and you said we should sue them.
We should do. I only subscribe for it because they were like, okay, boom, boom, because I heard little rumblings
Amber
gonna be some
Rose
drama
got,
on it.
that's really what it was. Amber Rose got beat up. That's right.
Yeah.
If Jocelyn would have got beat up, they would have shown that
They
fight.
would have showed that, and actually wanted to see that on BET Plus because that's the only reason why I tuned in because of the drama, and of course I tuned in season one, but it was nowhere near the college show back in the day that they had with real college students
Okay,
because
that was her name.
yes, it was good back in the day. I really, really love that, but it's just like the celebrity version. Cause celebrities ain't gonna do too much. You need somebody that ain't got none of those. They hungry. That's gonna put it all together. Like the old Tiffany Parler was dope because she had her moment and she did it. And I still go back and watch some old reality shows of Tiffany Parler and
Favorite
Flavor
reality?
Flav. Hi,
What's your favorite reality show? Old school.
my oh my gosh, my favorite reality show was Braxton Family Values. Not on one. That was my favorite.
Mine was R&B Divas,
R&B Divas, yeah. Okay, Kelly Price was a mess.
and I still love her.
And Angie, and let me tell you, Angie Stone's still getting dragged. I am talking to my attorney, Mr. Anderson. Baby, I posted on my TikTok. I didn't know how much hatred. You a liar. You ain't gonna sue. Fix your blast. Look at them lips. Like they was. What happened with Angie Stone? Why is she so hated? I'm missing something. I need to go back see. I go to them. They really drugged that lady
Oh,
for filth.
R&B Divas, they was nasty. Do you want
And
it was
Carlos King,
so
did he produce that? Or
I think so.
because that show was, I think they need to
It was
bring that.
it was iconic. That's when I knew all if they could really sing, something's wrong with them. Cause they was all on that show and I was like,
And
and
then the actress one, what was that? I- Uh, that one too was kind of lit.
the encore.
Yeah, Encore was good. Being on the rain of melted. I love that song. Okay, I love that. Oh my god, like man, like
My
that.
episode is when they told Dawn from In Vogue, and that's why you living out your car now. When I like, living out her car,
Oh my god. That was my show. Like I'm telling, like that was the show back in the Encore was good. And I'm shocked that group didn't go on tour. They made that was a decent album that I like. I still listen to it to this day.
Listen, I like all the shows, and that was real reality. I like the walking for cheesecake. People talking about they would never walk for cheesecake, and that's why you wouldn't be over there with Diddy now. I would have walked. I would have been like, I could be your assistant. What you need? We getting it done because
Yeah, making the
the
band was good.
struggle just to get to the end goal. All those people made something of themselves, and if they didn't, they misused, they mishandled their platform.
And like Charm School was good too. With Monique, Charm
Oh,
School was good.
good. That
So
was a
that was like back in the day where reality TV was good. It got too Hollywood now, I think, into
well. Remember, the Surreal Life had Hollywood stars on there, like
yeah.
top, but it wasn't like I can't film, I can't. You know how Candy be doing. I'm booked and busy. Well, why are you on the show? Why are you on the show? I don't like that Hollywood stuff. Like you're on a reality show. We're making you famous. You're going to get the endorsement deals. Like you came here looking to do something.
That is so true.
Give the people what we want to see what's going on inside that house. Why do y'all feel so comfortable recording?
And I feel you. I love it. Those were good shows. I will never forget it. Living in my grandmother's home back in the day, American Idol. We would get on the phone and we would call the number, vote. Like that was like the last moment of like the phones, the house cordless phones. We would call that number. Make sure you vote. Make sure you vote, and we would be on the edge of our seat. That was like now I don't watch American Idol because it's nowhere near where it was back in the day.
Remember when that Hawaiian girl outdid the black girl who could sing? That now that's when I knew. I
Yeah,
said,
it was
who
fake.
voted
Yeah,
for her?
it was fake. Like they started doing something, wasn't going by the votes. They were doing stuff for shock value, and I was like, I'm over it. And then most of the people on American Idol, only two or maybe three, is a Carrie Underwood, Fantasia, and yeah,
And
and
Clay.
Kelly Clarkson, yeah. Those are like the only ones that are recognized. That show been out for more than what 15 years. We can only count a handful that is still successful to this day or still recognizable. Ruben started fail, and I still love it. So I'm sorry for 2004, and I ain't gonna. Okay, man, Lord send me an angel.
Yeah,
Calling an angel down. Yeah. Okay, like Ruben Sutter could sing back in the day. I remember that. I remember it. That was the show. I love, of course, Jennifer Hudson and Dreamgirls. That was the moment, and that was the last one of the show with black folks. You better see it. I am telling. Yeah, we all clapped. Those were iconic
chronic.
moments of the culture. These
Now
kids.
we're Islands. But child, let me let you go so you can finish up your
Oh,
show.
there, that was it. Thank you.
Thank you for thank you to the producers.
Yes, the producers.
Oh,
Yes,
shout out
yes,
to producers for allowing me to be up here. Shout out to the lady before me who was up here.
yes.
Great.
Shout out to Tasha. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Y'all, don't let Wiley get under your skin. He told us from the beginning he was a pro. I'll never
But they were never.
roll
Did
it,
you people?
roll it to the bank. And I was like, ooh,
Thank you so very much, Couture Ray, for coming on.
thank you. All
Bye
right.
bye. Bye. Man, I'm telling y'all, that was so amazing having her on the show. And you just never know who's going to be on the show, showing love to the show. Thank you all so very much for tuning in for that. The reason why we're going to postpone Vegas because a couple of people wanted to go to a different type of concert and show. And apparently I picked a week that these shows are not going to be airing. But if you were already booked and going, let me know. Like that's what I said. You have to email me, right? If you were going, you had everything booked and everything, email me at wileyshowproduction@gmail.com if you had purchased everything you were going. But if not, you have to worry about it. Now, if you in Vegas, then okay, y'all gonna be there when I get there. You know what I'm saying? I was more so concerned about people from out of town. The people that was out of town, was a handful of them, what they wanted to come a different weekend. All right. Because they want to do different type of shows. They didn't want to come on that particular weekend, and that's fine. But that's fine. But I'm so glad that I can always change my ticket around and pick me a good old day. But I don't forget Chance and Real Dad came for I Love New York. Chance was something else. He was fine, still is. Brother Will, yes, he passed. And I will not forget for the love of Chance on Zeus. Grandmama, I'm gonna watch that first episode with what was that? Mangina. That show was lit. It was so underrated. But that when I fell in love, that was real. It reminded me of that old reality show back in the day. That was good. And that's when we first heard about Roly Poly Snacks. And now she just go by Roly Poly. But Zeus owned all those names. They create the name, they own it. So that's, they create the name and they own it. Thank you all so very much, y'all. We're gonna see y'all later. This was amazing. Seeing y'all in the show. Thank you to Couture Bay for coming on. This was good. Love y'all so much. And if y'all want to subscribe to the show. Thumbs up. We'll be back live tomorrow. We'll be back in Texas very soon. Can't wait to be back in Texas. Then we will be in Texas and stuff like that, working on some things out there, having some meetings out there and all that good stuff. But what should I do when I'm in Texas? Let me know. Some vibes out there in Texas and everything. But I thank y'all for coming through and showing us love today. This was really lit. I haven't really been on this phone this long in a long time. Great show as always. Love you all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all thumbs up, leave a comment. I know y'all gonna drag me. Talk to y'all later. Little black boy, you beautiful. In the words of my Mexican sister Milagro. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Always remember. Now, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.